Hey, what's up, guys? It's Gabe Monroe with Nerd Tech, and I'm making a video today actually about Closebot.ai. I use air.ai for my AI phone calls when I'm reaching out to leads, and I use Closebot.ai for the texting slash messages. It can respond to email, social media. It's absolutely amazing. If you're not using Closebot, you should be. I'd love to get you on my affiliate or even help you build it out. It's absolutely amazing. If you are using Go High Level, I can tell you the difference is it's much easier to train and deploy bots on Closebot versus the high level internal bots they came out with. Just take a lot of training, a lot of headache, and there's a huge learning curve there. So, this is going to be about Closebot, and it's just a quick tip. But one thing people don't understand is when they set up the bots, these AI bots, they're meant to respond to incoming messages. So if somebody has an incoming message, what happens is the bot is checking to see what channel is that message coming in on, and then it will respond. So for example, we're in my Closebot automations folder here. If we look at the last communication type, when a Closebot gets a message, it's actually looking for all these different types of messages up here. It can respond to any of these different types of messages. So obviously the most common scenario would be text message. The second most common would be email. But if you have a business that's doing a lot of Facebook ads and you have that connected to your Facebook business account, man, wouldn't it be awesome for Closebot to be able to automatically respond to messages if people are sending you DMs on Facebook, and it can do that as well. So super, super powerful here to be able to save you time. But one thing people understand is it's meant to respond to messages. So what if you have you're using Go High Level and you want to do outreach to leads, follow up outreach? You want to initiate the first message. Well, Closebot is not made to initiate a first message unless we create an automation for it. So very simply, I just want to show you how I would go about doing that. We're going to do create workflow, and we're going to start from scratch. And on this workflow, we'll do test close bot send, or we'll do initiate message. All right, so we're going to initiate a message. Now, the normal way of initiating a message, if you're used to using Go High Level, is you would have the trigger could be like pipeline stage move, add a tag. I'm not going to add a trigger because it could be anything, and that's not important. Everybody might have a different trigger. What's important is you're typically going to send an SMS. So you do send SMS, and then you simply type the message, and you're going to be able to send a text message to your client whenever they go through this automation. Now, this is the native SMS feature. So Closebot does not know that you sent this message if you send it. We have to put this message through Closebot's memory. There's two ways of doing this. So the most simple way is if you add this action here, when we build out the connection to Closebot, we do it through a custom field. We're going to do update contact field, and then the field is going to be bot override message. Excuse me, bot override message. So bot override message means anything we type in this box, it's going to automatically send a message to the contact. It's going to initiate the first message, but it's also going to put that message through the bot's memory. So we could say like, hi, just reaching out, and blah, 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 blah. Whatever the message is. We save this, we push the contact through this workflow. Now this is actually going to send the message. Now, if we don't tell it which type of message to send it on, meaning SMS, email, Facebook, Messenger, it's automatically going to default to a text message. If we want to tell it which platform we want to send on, and we want that different than a text message that it defaults to, then before it sends that, we need to do another update contact field. And we're going to update the last communication type. And we're going to say we want the last communication type to be email, save. Now, if we push it through this, it's going to say, oh, the last communication type was email, so we need to respond back through email. So now it's going to push this out through an email. Now, the problem is with this process of a single line text field, we can't define the subject And this is single line, so we can't put like spaces to make it look pretty. We can't format it or anything like that. So again, I told you there was 2 ways. This is the first way of doing it. The second way of doing it, let's see here. Just want to zoom in a tiny bit. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete this, and we're going to start with the native function that I told you would not work, but I'm going to show you how to make it work. So we can send an email or text message through the native way. We would do a from email, so we'll just always do these as custom values. We'll do notifications. The subject will be hi test. Body of email, and then maybe you want user signature, and then now we have this formatted all pretty. We do let's see, that's user, wrong one. We do contact, first name, comma. All right, so this is what you can't do through the other way. All right. Now we have it formatted correctly instead of it being on a single line. Now we save this. Now, the bot does not know it said this because this is the native function of Go High Level. So in order to put this through the bot's memory, I have a little trick for you. We're going to do the plus. We're going to do the webhook, normal webhook, not the custom, normal webhook. Now I have on my other screen over here a little cheat sheet so I can remember. All right. On the URL, we have to put https://api.closebot.ai/message. All right, so this is the exact API. This is going to call out to Closebot's API, and then we're going to do a, let's see here, we're going to do custom data. We're going to do message. And then under the value right here, we're actually going to do this right here. And we're going to do, nope, we're not going to do that, sorry. I'm going to take this out. We're going to save this. We're going to come back to email. We're going to copy that message right there. We're going to go back to the webhook, type in message, and then we actually will copy the message here. Now it copies it in a single line format, which is fine because the only purpose of copying this here is we're pinging Closebot's API and we're putting this message through its memory, okay? And then we want to do one more thing. We're going to do is underscore update, and then we're going to do true. All right. So is update true is already programmed on the back end. The API knows that when it gets this, we're updating the memory of Closebot so it knows that it said this. So this is pushing the initial message through Closebot so that when it does get a response, it says, I said this. Okay, now I can respond so it sounds appropriately. If you didn't did this and you just sent the email, then what if somebody responds back like, yeah, I'm interested. And Closebot may be like, it has to guess like, okay, this is random. Somebody just said, yes, I'm interested, but I didn't say anything. I have no context. I have no memory here. So it'll just likely try to make something up. Could do a good job, could do a bad job. It's kind of wild card at that point, but this is going to ensure that it knows what you just said. We'd save this. And then if you wanted to, create a sequence here, you could do wait. Maybe you want to wait a day, and then maybe you want to send an SMS. And we'll do an SMS here. We'll copy this, save. We can do the webhook. We'll copy this webhook, put it below the SMS. And then this one here, we're going to copy the SMS's message. And then boom, now we just send an SMS and we put it through Closebot's memory. Now, if you don't need the formatting like that, you can simply just do the update contact field like I showed you from the beginning and use the bot override message. And you could simply just put a message here, and that's automatically going to do the webhook portion for you all in one. The problem is you just can't format this, so it doesn't work for people wanting to send emails very well, but this could work perfectly fine for text messages. So again, this is supposed to be just a quick video. We've already gone over 10 minutes here, but I just wanted to show you that, give you some context on how to initiate this first message. It's probably a bit more complex than you think it should be, but again, the bots they're really just created to respond to messages. So when we want to trigger an initial message, this is how it happens. If you guys need help with this, feel free to book an appointment. We can talk about it. I absolutely love doing automations. I geek out on this stuff. Hence my company named Nerd Tech. And hope you guys have a good rest of your week and happy nerding out on automations.